This is IGN.
DC head James Gunn teases a new future for WB Games. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection now has its final lineup of games and confirmation of a number of new features. Publisher Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment and developer Digital Eclipse announced Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero and Mortal Kombat Special Forces, two rare PlayStation-era titles that have been unavailable for decades, are in Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Also revealed Thursday is the collection's inclusion of an Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 version that has not been playable anywhere since 1997. The WaveNet edition of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 was originally developed to support Midway's WaveNet online matchmaking service for arcade machines, Warner Bros. Explained. Warner Bros. Recently confirmed Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which it said has been optimized for modern platforms with drastically reduced load times for a faster, smoother experience. As for new features, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection has a new rewind feature for more forgiving gameplay, on-screen move lists, and a trainer mode to help players perfect their combos. There's also a fatality trainer, which gives players a chance to master the finishers. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection is set to launch in 2025. The digital version of the game will be on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One consoles, PC via Steam, Nintendo Switch 2, and Nintendo Switch, with the release date to be confirmed at a later time, Warner Bros. Said. The physical versions of the game will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PC, Nintendo Switch 2, and Nintendo Switch, and will ship on December 12, 2025. And as Team Cherry finally truly nails down a release date for Hollow Knight Silksong, the studio has confirmed the original game has managed to reach 15 million copies sold. A sales update for the bleak and beloved Metroidvania title comes from Bloomberg, which spoke with Team Cherry ahead of the long-awaited release date reveal. Along with a swarm of details about what took the team so long to finish its sequel, the studio confirmed that 2017's Hollow Knight has officially sold 15 million units across PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. It's proof Hollow Knight had plenty of staying power in the 8 years since launch, as players have not so patiently awaited news for a sequel. 1 million of its sales were reached in its first year on PC alone, with its June 2018 Switch launch and September 2018 PS4 and Xbox One launch only giving players more avenues to pick up a copy. More than anything else, it's clear the unending hype for Hollow Knight Silksong news only bolstered sales of the original game in the last 6 years. Reaching the 15 million mark is one milestone not many independent games managed to achieve. Hollow Knight Silksong finally launches for PC, Switch, Switch 2, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series S and S on September 4th, 2025. DC Studios co-CEO and Superman director James Gunn says big things are in store for Warner Bros. Games, but it's going to take a while to see them come to fruition. The comic book bigwig spoke about his plans to expand the DC universe during an interview with Games Radar Plus. As Gunn, co-CEO Peter Safran, and the rest of the DC Studios crew plot a new course for DCU shows and movies, the Superman movie maker says he has no plans to leave gaming out of the equation. There's been some slight movement on different things, Gunn teased. We have a couple of little DC games coming out, but we also have talked about and in early stages of planning some bigger things. One thing in particular I'm excited about, but it does take time. There's been some changes in Warner Bros. Games, so we're dealing with new people. Those changes he's referring to have unraveled throughout the last year or so, and have seen WB Games shifting its focus to 4 key franchises: Mortal Kombat, Harry Potter, DC, and Game of Thrones. It's a fundamental change to how Warner Bros. Is looking to the future following massive losses tied to Rocksteady Studios' Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, as well as the underperformance and eventual shutdown of Multiverses. WB Games head David Haddad left the company in January. The studio also canceled its Wonder Woman game and shut down Monolith Productions, Player First Games, and WB San Diego in February. Although WB Games has managed to deliver successful comic book-based video games like the Injustice series and Batman Arkham series, DC Gaming still has some work to do if it wants to make up lost ground. Gunn and Safran shared earlier this year that it will be a couple of years before fans get their hands on the first DCU games. Safran says they've been hands-on when it comes to new projects at studios like Injustice Studio NetherRealm and Batman Arkham developer Rocksteady as they steer DC in a fresh direction. "We see designs for the projects in their very earliest stages," Gunn added at the time. "We talk about those. We talk about when they're talking about what the story might be. We say, well, maybe you want to go this way because we're planning on maybe doing something with this character and so forth and so on, and help to deal with that." It will be some time before a new vision for WB Games comes to fruition. In the meantime, the studio has been busy with Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight, which it announced as part of Gamescom 2025 earlier this week. Although fans are divided due to its limited roster, many have already found themselves drawn to its recreation of classic movie moments and Batman Arkham-like combat. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcast through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.